Mic check 1, 2, 3. We're here. We're back again. It's been a while. There's been some issues that have happened with us. There was a brawl between the group, but Eric is okay. We all made out fine.
I'm back.
Yeah, he's back. He's back. Yeah, so.
I like how he's sitting like this specifically. Like this.
Yeah. Like he's pointing away. Yeah. Well, don't worry. We're on radio. Nobody can see your face. Everybody did say that you always had a face for radio, so now we know. But
I said
all
it
right.
once, and that's fucked up.
But regardless, guys, follow us on our Instagram, Facebook, get on Spotify, listen to us on there, and wherever you get your podcast. And if you're on YouTube, you can watch us there too. But for the full episode, get on Spotify or whatever podcast.
Listen to our podcast, yeah.
There you go. Listen to our podcast. So with that, we've missed a lot, but we're going to go over a lot today. So let's start out with what I don't want to talk about, and that's part of the reason why I've sort of avoided this whole group. I feel better today, so we'll get to that later. But yes,
You feel better today because you guys are the luckiest.
I know.
This year.
All right. Well, you want to kick it off with the bad news?
No, we will get off with bad news. Bad news for you. For us, it's hilarious and just makes it more entertaining to watch your group.
It is. For the neutral, it's
entertaining. It's nerve-wracking. It's what soccer is about.
It's what the Champions League is supposed to be across all the groups, right?
Which that's kind of hard though.
It is, but if you think about it, it's the champions of each country that qualified for that group that really have a brawl to the end.
If you want it like for all the groups to be like this, it would be. We were discussing it last time that UEFA wants to do. What is it, UEFA? Or
So
La Superliga.
The Superliga.
Yeah.
So that's the only place you can kind of see that happening.
Yeah. But I mean, that would turn into like a saturated thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying more like this group is really a representation of what Champions League is supposed to be. A fight of champions. Now, Napoli didn't win their their local domestic cup last year, but they were up right up to the end, right?
Yeah, they were
Exactly.
2 or 3 points behind Juventus, and they were still fighting it till like the last game.
PSG won. Liverpool were up there, scrapping. We did get second in the Champions League last year, so again, we fall under that spectrum of. And then Red Star are the champions of their country. So
Correct.
again,
I think.
I'm pretty sure too. But regardless, they
Correct,
are putting it to everybody, man. Like it's.
Well, let's start off with.
Let's talk about the game. All right, just go ahead.
The PSG Liverpool game.
What did you
I know
guys
you
think?
guys
What
watched
did you guys
it.
think?
What, the PSG Liverpool game?
Yeah.
I mean, Neymar was looking like Neymar. He was looking nice. He was cutting through everybody, sizing everybody up. He was, he to me, he dominated the game. He was mad. I think he was mad at the match, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're right.
Other than that, Liverpool didn't really do much.
If that's the Neymar that we're losing against, I don't feel terrible because he was phenomenal.
He was so he
was phenomenal. And we were able to keep him at a 2-0 at their home, which is a 2-1, which is fine. But
what did you guys beat? Did you guys beat them at home?
We beat them 3-2.
3-2.
Okay.
We beat them 3-2, and we stepped it up insanely. And they were very, very amped at our field too.
Yeah.
So it's very evenly matched. I mean, technically we won by a goal. They beat us by a goal. Just that my team's performance, Liverpool's performance, to me was very, very upsetting. To me, it's evident now. We are not firing at all up top. Mane, Firmino, and Salah are not doing it. And it's no longer a fluke. It's no longer we're just waiting for them to click. This isn't like a light switch that you can just push the other way and turn on. Something's wrong.
I truly believe what you said as far as Salah goes, that last season was like a breakout season. And that's it. That's his peak.
That's the thing. I think
that
was well above his peak.
Yeah.
So the way I see trajectories is people usually plateau, which is like where you find your level and you even out.
Yeah.
Well, this was him, rising, and last year he just rose above his level.
Yeah.
He rode that confidence wave that basically everybody built for him, and he built for himself.
Yeah.
But now he's just coming down a little. Everybody should have known that, but we sort of made him feel like he should be always at that point.
Yeah.
And he's not supposed to be.
Yeah, those are the only two players that can do that right now, and that's Ronaldo and Messi.
Yeah. and fucking Ronaldo's still doing it.
And so is Messi.
Oh,
they're
still doing it.
They're still breaking records.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
They're both still breaking records. So.
But where does this leave this group? That's what we have to get to.
This is the group of that. This is.
They.
Oh man.
When the Champions League started, they mentioned this one, but they also said no, the Barca League is more complicated, and it hasn't really been that way. The Barca one
were in really good form at the moment.
Yes, because before it started, yes, and then Inter is in there.
Inter was in good form as well.
PSV is there, so.
But PSV has become the whipping boy of the group,
yeah.
Where everybody thought Red Star was going to be in our group. And
yeah.
No, they beat Liverpool. They tied against Napoli. These are 4 points that are very difficult to get. All they have to do is get a win at home. Well, they already beat Liverpool.
It's PSG.
PSG has to beat Red Star at...
oh, yeah. And all Napoli got to do is tie.
Yeah.
All Napoli got to do is tie. But it's at Anfield. I mean, this is Anfield. Like, we've seen the kind of effect it can have. And you guys... I don't know if you guys could agree with it.
Oh, no,
but
yeah.
I've seen it.
Like, of course.
Anybody playing at home has a home
advantage, but no, Anfield is a different animal. It's that's true. Yeah, you're right in that aspect.
But Napoli have Ancelotti.
Exactly. That was my next point.
Against Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
He was the coach for AC Milan, I believe, when they beat Liverpool. It was 2006, the year after we won Champions League, 2005?
I believe so.
Yeah, so the guy's got the experience.
And you won it with Real Madrid, too.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what... All I wanted to do on Friday, on Wednesday was cry. Like, literally,
It's the 12th, right?
Huh?
Is it 12th? No.
Oh, the 11th.
The 11th, my bad.
Yeah.
But I couldn't. I didn't watch soccer for 3 days. I haven't watched the reviews. I haven't listened to the reviews. Today was my first day watching soccer again.
Honestly, I kind of took a hiatus too. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna watch these games, and just step away from it. I don't want to watch anybody else. That's it.
I haven't heard the commentators.
Yeah,
talk
neither
about
have I.
it.
Yeah, the pundits.
Literally,
I stayed away from that.
What you guys are listening to now is our first reaction.
Yeah.
Basically to these games. Now,
yeah.
You guys played on Thursday, which was the Europa League.
Yes.
You guys did great.
Yes. Arsenal and Chelsea did really well.
Yeah.
For London squads.
Chelsea first.
Well, I'm just shouting them out because they're also in Europa.
But yeah, and then we walked in with basically the
super
U20,
young squad.
23.
Yeah.
And then we only had like Ramsey and El Neni, who has sometimes featured for us, and
Deshaun, they get rid of him now.
Will Neni?
Yeah.
I don't see why, but
too much, to be honest.
he can always bring somebody else.
All right. So this is where my negative thoughts and my pessimism comes in, because if we do drop out, we're going to drop out in third place, which will probably put us into
You're going to be
Europa
Europa.
League.
Yeah.
I could be facing
Us.
Chelsea and Arsenal and
whoever else drops.
Look phenomenal.
You can be facing or Spurs or Inter.
Spurs or Inter could also be in there. All right, so let's take it to that next point. I think Spurs were riding the win that they had over Chelsea at the weekend, which was like
3-0
a week ago now.
Yeah.
And that was impressive. That was impressive, right?
Yeah, because Sarri, they weren't playing Saudi ball.
No.
And Sarri is still, and Chelsea are still in third place as of today. And I guess they could only ride it as far as, what was it? Inter? They got the 1-0, and they couldn't ride it out to this weekend. So, like my little segue, to the weekend. That's what we're talking about today, right?
Yeah.
So, what happened today?
Today or yesterday?
Let's start off with today, because we were talking about Spurs.
So I want to talk about the derbies.
Yeah.
Let's go. That game was fucking awesome, man.
I had to get up for it. I got up and watched it, and
Which is surprising. By the way.
I know.
I applaud you for opening your horizon. Broadening your horizon.
Because you actually, I think this weekend is when I've seen you the most active. Not only Liverpool games, but everybody else. I think you watched the Man U game too, right? Or Man City, because I remember seeing comments from you yesterday.
Oh, I did watch the Man U game because that shit was hilarious. Let's finish with the Arsenal game, and then we'll
go
jump
back
on
to tomorrow.
Okay,
Yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. What did you think? Like, honestly. We were debating a little bit over the phone, too, about the...
No, I just don't understand what you were trying to say.
Well, we'll get into it later, but all right. You guys were leading Red Star, right?
We started, yeah. Vertonghen has stupid handball, so that's completely his fault.
I hate that guy, by the way.
Yeah, me too. He's a scumbag. Blatant handball.
Key point, that handball.
Yeah.
And not only what it caused a penalty, but it also caused a yellow.
Yellow card, because it was blatant. He threw his hand up in the air and got the yellow card. Aubameyang scores it. All right, we're feeling good. Spurs had a short spell where they scored a goal with like what, it was 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
They had a really good possession of the game right there, and they took it away from us for a little bit, to be honest. And they took the lead at the half. Apparently, there's some kind of reports that Emery shows clips of the game to the players at halftime.
The game that's actually being played at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if I heard it correctly or. Point is, that scrap that happened when Dyer went to the fans and went like shh, and then the Arsenal subs were getting into a fight with them pretty much. He got that clip and showed it like to the players like, do you want this right now? They're doing this in your home right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And you saw second half.
I saw the second half, dude.
Well, I don't know if that happened, but that's what he's supposedly his mind games worked.
Before we talk about the second half, was Son a penalty or not?
I personally, to me, I don't think so because he started looking for the foul as soon as he was contacted.
He touched, yes.
And,
he was slightly touched above his foot,
yeah,
but not to the point that he could throw himself that way.
No, yeah,
it wasn't a penalty.
I don't think it was a penalty, but karma's a bitch.
I do have one more question, and maybe you guys have the answer to this because I don't know. Are refs able to see footage or hear from outsiders what happened in the first half so that they can fix it on the second?
No.
No?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Meaning like saying like
he's not supposed to see video.
Okay, that's
he's not supposed
to
see or get
meaning
comments
like
from fourth parties.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know, he didn't know like if he called something right or wrong, and then he sees it, he's like shit, I fucked up. So he walks in the next one and be like, all right, let me try to make this more even or kind of like something like that.
No.
Yeah, and that's
like,
where
I
you sort of expect refs to play that. They say they'll never will or won't, but I think they tend to do that.
Yeah, it's because
I don't know. Maybe one of his other refs told him, dude, I don't think that was a penalty, and then it's in the back of his head for the next half. But they shouldn't be seeing footage. That's
Okay,
for sure.
just a question.
Yeah.
All
But
right, continue to the second half.
Second half, man. Bro, it's just the gates open, man.
Switches.
The switches. Emery subs came into.
I think we talked about it before, and I told you like I was okay with Mkhitaryan walking away.
Yeah, he had a very he's really out of form right now.
Yeah, he's like there's certain days that he's okay, but then other days that he's just lost completely. And then the Iwobi one threw me off a little bit, and because I would have liked to see him a little longer in the game because we had the back five, we could take one out and still be okay. But no, they took Iwobi out. It worked,
obviously.
But but it threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, no, I wanted Iwobi to keep playing. He was doing really good, but then you saw towards the end of the first half, he was dying out, and then Rambo and Lacazette came in, and I don't know, man. Ramsey has some kind of hate. Obviously, he hates Spurs. He's an Arsenal. He's a gunner at heart. So he just got 2 assists.
Did phenomenal today.
Lacazette got a lucky goal. Let's be honest, it was lucky. I don't give a fuck though.
He was on his way down.
He was on his way. He slipped. He hit the ball with his left foot. He slipped, hit Dyer's leg, and it went far post.
I thought it was a quality goal. I thought it was a quality goal.
No, I mean it was beautiful. It was on target.
It was on target.
It was on target.
If it wouldn't have hit Dyer, maybe Jordi would have been able to touch it.
But
because it slipped on it, he was able to hit it on the corner.
The Spurs player wasn't one who was at fault where he lost the ball somewhere in the middle.
I forget. I can't remember.
New kid, Argentinian kid. I forget what his name is.
He's an idiot. Rambo was the one that.
Was it Lamela? Was it?
No.
Somebody else?
For you. I can't. Fuck. Fuck it, whatever. But yeah, man. And then to me, my favorite part of the game was Torreira, his reaction to that first goal. I felt it, man. I was like, yeah, I want to cry with you.
We talked about it when we started this whole podcast, and we always said that we would like to see Torreira a little more, and then little by little, you start seeing the transition for him going from Condozi being taken out to Torreira taking over. And he took over and he just went with it.
It's crazy.
It's amazing how well he's been playing, and what he's been able to accomplish. And for his first goal with Arsenal, at least in EPL, it's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, and I was watching this. As soon as the game finished, I went on AFTV on another YouTube channel, and then I was watching the live because you have a live call in and stuff. And I was watching it, and they were just talking about how we always missed our Vieira from back in the day, and we have him now, but he's not that person. There was a fucking a giant.
Torreira 5 foot.
Dude, but he's a pit
He's
bull,
small.
man.
He's small.
He's a
yeah.
pit bull, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, that kid's a monster.
No, a pit bull I would say is Medina from Chile. I would say he's more of a little terrier.
He's small, but he's dangerous, man.
He's
Like,
dangerous,
he's
man.
good.
All right.
Man.
You guys have had your chance to talk about your team.
Well, they won 4-2 just in case we didn't announce the score.
Yeah, he's gonna let us finish.
Well, that's I want to get to something real quick because
Mhm.
we have a lot more to talk about. But what about Emery? Is he the glue? Is he what's making his team change over a new leaf?
Actually, I think Emery got man of the match for that game.
He did, but I think, well, yes, he did, but I think also Torreira got it.
Oh, I think Arsenal gave it to Torreira for our as a team, but the who broadcast
Uh-huh.
the
Yeah, they
sponsors,
gave it to
they gave it to Emery.
Man of the match, yeah.
I don't.
Perfect
you
calls.
don't see that.
I've never seen that before, and
I
because he
didn't know
made
it
the
was
perfect calls, he made the right call to the right time, taking Mustafi out.
That's my answer to your question.
Guys, I remember seeing him and I'm being like, he flunked out of PSG.
Yeah,
But
I was nervous. I'm
but
still kind of nervous.
he flunked out of PSG, but he had won the Europa League three times in a row. He basically did what Real Madrid did in Europa League status,
Yes.
which is nothing to bat your eye at.
Yeah.
And what his team has, which is something Arsenal has never, in my memory of them, had. Obviously, I just started watching EPL like religiously like 6 years ago. Is a backbone and a never say die spirit. I remember playing against Sevilla when Liverpool was playing the final,
Which I still think
and
you
we
guys
were
robbed.
winning.
One of them, you guys got robbed.
Yes, but Jesus Christ,
They don't stop.
they never said die. And this was Emery's third win. They knew what they were doing.
Well,
This is the coach you guys have now.
that's
Yeah.
what reflects this season with Arsenal is that if you see, we always win because of our second half.
Yeah, we're a second half team.
We're a second half team.
And that's exactly what
We
Sevilla
can- we-
was.
we can
They were
walk in.
losing.
Yeah.
And then they beat us 2-1 in that final because of that coach. And here's the other thing. Who's different this year that you didn't have last year?
Torreira.
Torreira,
Mendoza.
Socrates.
Lichtsteiner, Leno. Aubameyang was there for half,
but yeah, but he didn't really
Lacazette
do
was there
much.
already.
And
Terry
who
was
did you
there
let
too.
go?
Wilshire,
Wilshire.
Sanchez.
Fucking Sanchez.
He's not doing shit, which is so I
Okay.
fucking love. Who else did we let go?
We did go.
Ospina, but Ospina wasn't like really like
Yeah.
there.
Nothing.
Where was Ozil
dramatic.
today? Is he injured?
There's a drama. There's rumors going on around right now. They say he has back spasms, but Emery's like, I don't know what's going on with him.
My point is, he doesn't care.
He doesn't. He
It's not like-
doesn't.
He
For me,
doesn't care.
I thought he was gonna
Arsene
be
wouldn't
missing.
do that. He would play Ozil whether he was standing on the
One leg,
halfway
yeah.
line all game.
Yeah.
That dude, I saw them and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm scared of Arsenal now.
Bro,
scared
we're
again.
looking like the old Arsenal right now, and I love it. And like my only thing, and this is my last point, I'll bring up about Arsenal, and is obviously every team has their highs and their lows.
Yes,
Right now we're riding a super high.
you haven't lost one game.
I haven't lost a game yet in like 18, 19 games or something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think they're 17.
Yeah, and I'm just worried about the low, and how the fans are gonna react.
You see,
Yes.
That's my fear. But I
As much-
think the way he's doing right now, it's kind of like, you know what, we gotta stick with this.
as
guy.
much as it kind of will sound weird, but I wouldn't mind a loss sooner rather than later. And not a big loss, like not like, oh shit, we got blasted,
Yeah.
or because of that loss we got kicked out of. No,
Yeah.
like something simple, maybe EPL, and just so that wave is like we have that little pause, and then we can just continue.
You guys are gonna give him time. The only thing is that I don't think you guys are as demanding as some other fans. And the thing is, if he wins the FA Cup, whatever. If he wins, I doubt he'll win the league. We'll get into that later.
yeah.
Not this year.
Not this year, but let's get into next season. And-
You're right. Let's finish this one
And-
because anything can happen next season.
I don't know. Are you guys still in the Carabao
Yeah,
Cup?
we're on everything.
Yeah,
we're
on
on
everything.
We're
Okay.
on everything.
Winning those 2 cups isn't going to get you anything. You know what I mean? He's going to be like, all right, so he gave us back that. Oh, now he has to get into top 4. All of a sudden, all the regular. This is like Arsenal of the old, except that now it looks better.
Yeah.
And that's an issue for him
For me-
because he won't meet expectations like he didn't meet at PSG,
Yeah.
and that's the reason he may
And
have it out with the fans.
he made it clear like he's focused on getting back in the champions.
Mhm.
That's his priority. So and
Exactly.
I'm for it. I'm all for it.
So for me, a successful season this season would be him making his
Yeah.
top 4 and winning the EPL.
FA?
The Euro.
The Euro.
Oh.
That's what I want to get to, and I'm glad you said it. Winning the Euro is something that you guys could put you up there, like
The Europa?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
It would
but
help us.
like a force to reckon with.
Oh no, of course. Well, one, we're automatically qualified for Champions League.
Correct.
Yes.
Doesn't matter with top
2,
4.
that there's cash prize in that,
There
Yeah.
is, and
and
3, it puts you back on the to watch list for everybody else.
I think.
Correct.
Well,
following
I
season
think
in
we're.
Champions League.
I think, as of recently, we're up there now.
We're being watched out again.
Especially in Sam
That's
Teague's
definitely-
top power rankings, we're top 10.
Yeah.
And all right. Now the last thing I'm going to say, because we do have to move on, is I don't know who else is a Harry Potter fan. If you guys are, let us know.
Harry Potter?
Harry Potter fan, yeah.
Okay.
Emery fucking reminds me of Snape, the fucking professor, the
Oh,
guy that
shit.
I hated, except that he got
Okay,
a haircut.
yeah.
I hated him throughout all the movies,
That came
and then
out
right
of
at the end,
nowhere.
and then right at
He
the
was
end,
nice.
he was a good guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck. This whole time, I fucking hated it. I hated Emery. I hated him at Sevilla. I hated him for winning it back to back, then beating us. Hated him at PSG for going there, and now he's at Arsenal, and I still want to hate him, but
He's doing good.
I admire him for
we
being that
tied
kind of
him.
coach.
I know.
Harry Potter,
And we tied
Liverpool.
him. We would have tied you guys.
Yeah. So
It's like, yeah, but I like him because
I know,
he's similar to Sadi. He's similar to Klopp, or he just brings the best out, and he's
it's kind of weird
opposite
hearing
to
him praise
I know, right?
our team
Because-
once.
Don't get used to it though.
I'm not getting used to it. I'm just-
No.
Good thing this is recorded because
Yeah.
you never hear this again.
Yeah,
Okay.
for real.
No, but I'm gonna play it every time you say I'm one-sided. No, I'm being unbiased.
This is him just bro. This is him just getting shoved his back right now. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that game was.
Dude, Snape was awesome. I mean, Emery was awesome.
Yeah, well, thank you for that, and
I like it.
Emery, I love you. Arsenal,
do.
I love you. Torreira, I fucking love you.
Can't
I'm
wait
getting
for
his
next
jersey.
season's
I'm getting his
jersey. I
jersey,
told
bro.
you, man.
I'm getting his jersey. Fuck it.
The
I'm
new
buying that shit.
Adidas Torreira jersey, man.
Yeah,
for
facts.